On the air for more than 70 years, this is television's oldest and most successful real estate program, The House Detective. The House Detective is brought to you by Planet Home Lending, White Lotus, Loca Tile Group, Nicole Williams State Farm Office, First Centennial Title, Campbell's Carpets, Accent Window Coverings, Norwalk Furniture Gallery, Master Service Plumbing, Scott Roofing, Nevada Custom Closets, Flowers by Patty, and featuring homes from RE/MAX Professionals. And now, here's third-generation house detective, Greg Newman.
Good evening and welcome to a special late edition of The House Detective. If you've never seen the show, over the next 28 minutes and 30 seconds, we bring you a lot of information and a lot of listings here in Northern Nevada from 3 different real estate companies. We bring you homes from Better Homes and Gardens, Dracula Realty, RE/MAX Professionals, and Dixon Realty. But we're going to get started by showing you some new homes by a local builder. Lifestyle Homes has their newest community, Juniper Village. It's happening just north of town. Take a look at Juniper Village, getting things started on a late edition of The House Detective.
For more than 35 years, we've built communities with schools, parks, and even a fire station. It's so that when you move to our family-built neighborhood, you'll feel right at home. And now, as we move into our next phase, we offer new plans with exciting new features, and we're offering 2.5% commission. Come see our newest collection of family-built homes. Juniper Village by Lifestyle Homes.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by RE/MAX Professionals.
Just because the calendar says it's December doesn't mean the real estate calendar stops working. We've brought in a couple of professionals from RE/MAX Professionals. Jen, you're saying this is busy season for you, isn't it?
It is. Historically, I sell the most real estate in the last quarter of the year. People need to find homes even at the holidays.
And Samantha, it may be because people are trying to get it done before the end of the year, right?
Yeah, hit all those numbers right before the end of the year.
So if you're out there looking, don't stop just because it says it's December. There's still property available and there's still reasons to move.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're going to show you homes from RE/MAX Professionals. We're going to get started down in Dayton. Who's got number 1?
I have number 1.
Let's see it, Jen.
We've got 3 stops in Dayton to get things started. Let's bring you to a newer neighborhood in Dayton for our first stop. Home number 1 could be the answer to your commute to USA Parkway. The wide open spaces surround this open 4-bedroom, 3-bath, single-level home. The great room has plank tile floors that nicely complement the open kitchen with granite counters. The primary suite has access to the rear yard with a covered patio that is all about low water and low maintenance while enjoying the views. This 2,400 square foot home has the asking price of $577,900. For more information about this Dayton home, you can contact Jody Foley. You can find Jody at RE/MAX Professionals with more about home number 1.
Our next Dayton stop is a peaceful neighborhood that backs up to open space, and you're not far from Dayton Valley High School. The location of home number 2 sets the scene, but the price will surprise you. This single-level 4-bedroom, 2-bath home is set on a corner lot. The front room could be a formal sitting and dining area, while the updated kitchen that looks out to the family room with a fireplace. This over 2,000 square foot home has space for a garden, and there's an oversized 3-car garage. Now here's the best part. The asking price is $465,000. For more about this living in Dayton, call Christy Fernquest at RE/MAX Professionals. Christy has more information about home number 2.
Our last stop in Dayton just might realize the dream of living on the golf course. That dream home is home number 3, and it's just set off the 12th tee. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home is on a corner lot and backs up to the Dayton Valley Country Club. You're greeted by a cozy sitting area, and the open dining area is just off the kitchen. The kitchen has plenty of cabinet space, and the breakfast nook looks out at the course, while the family room enjoys the warmth of a rock-framed fireplace. The primary suite enjoys views of the course, and you'll love the backyard with a covered patio. This 2,300 square foot home has the asking price of $725,000. If you'd like to know more about living on the course in Dayton, call Erica Gonzalez at RE/MAX Professionals. Erica would love to tell you more about home number 3.
Virginia Lake and Washoe County Golf Course are just a hop, skip, and jump from home number 4. This condo is a great Southwest Reno location that's also close to shopping, the casinos, and transportation. It's a clean 1-bedroom, 1-bath ground floor secure unit that comes with a full appliance package along with a private patio with views of the mountains. The asking price of this 656 square foot condo is $209,980, and the community pool and security are just a part of this rent busting deal. For more about this Southwest Reno condo, you can call Sandy Gabrielli. Call Sandy at RE/MAX Professionals for more about home number 4.
If you're watching the show and thinking about a great investment, the next few seconds could change your life. Home number 5 near Virginia Lake is an opportunity to invest and start collecting rent. This is 3 bedrooms with 3 separate units in a desirable part of town. Each unit is currently rented, giving you immediate income, and you'll be close to Virginia Lake, the Peppermill, shopping, schools, and the bus line. There's garage parking as well as separate parking for each building on over a 1/3 acre. In total, there's nearly 2,700 square feet of living space with the asking price of $899,000. For more information about this opportunity in Southwest Reno, call Tammy Efert. Call Tammy at RE/MAX Professionals for more about home number 5.
Your dream of living just off the fairways in a custom home is just about to come true. If you move into home number 6, located not far from Red Hawks Lake Course in Wingfield Springs, this 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home was finished with exceptional craftsmanship you'll immediately notice with a stylish blend of wood, rock, and tile. The living room features a floor-to-ceiling rock fireplace, while the gourmet kitchen has professional appliances and the family room has built-ins that perfectly accent the wood floors. The primary suite has a fireplace and plank ceilings, but it's setting out back overlooking the designated preserve that sets this home apart. This almost 3,500 square foot home is priced at $1,199,500. For more about this Wingfield Springs home, call Jim Elliott. Contact Jim at RE/MAX Professionals for more about home number 6.
From Dayton to Wingfield Springs, we show you 6 beautiful homes from RE/MAX Professionals. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Keep it rolling through the holiday season, right?
Absolutely.
And happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Oh, happy birthday.
All right, now we're going to remind you that Master Service Plumbing is there for your plumbing emergencies. These freezing temperatures can make those pipes break. Be paying attention to water noises when you're not expecting them. That's a good sign to give Master Service Plumbing a call. Here they are on the House Detective.
Before the phone rings here at Master Service Plumbing, our team of professionals are getting ready for what comes next. We make sure that our journeyman plumbers have all of the equipment and training necessary to do whatever the next job brings. We make sure to be on time and get the job done quickly so we can keep our rates competitive. And we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for those plumbing emergencies. We're family owned, Master Service Plumbing, fixing Nevada's plumbing since 1991.
Tucked between Nevada's oldest settlement, the natural beauty of the Carson Valley, and the fairways of Genoa Lakes is Mountain Meadow Estates. This neighborhood of semi-custom homes will offer 4 different creative designs with separate elevations. At Mountain Meadow Estates, you're just steps away from the fairways and minutes from the charm of Genoa. Located just off Jacks Valley Road in Genoa, it's Mountain Meadow Estates, presented by Carter Hill Homes.
Window coverings are so much more than blinds and shutters. They can add a real accent to any room in your home. Here at Accent Window Coverings, our team of professional designers will work with you to find exactly the look and feel your home needs, using brands like Hunter Douglas for a stylish look to any window. Stop by our Hunter Douglas Gallery located on South Virginia in the Winners Crossing Shopping Center inside of Norwalk Furniture Gallery. Accent Window Coverings. We'll get it covered.
This portion of the House Detective is brought to you by Planet Home Lending.
We want to remind you of this, so when it comes time to buy a home, maybe it's just after the first of the year, you're not worried about getting a big down payment together. What does that mean? Well, we've brought back in Kim from Planet Home Lending to talk about down payment programs, assistance, and it's not just about gathering 20% anymore.
That's right.
It's not even close to that. More programs than not really have down payment assistance and making sure that you don't need that 20% down.
That's correct.
Okay,
Minimum
what?
is could be 3%.
Okay.
Right, and it could come from a tax refund. It could come from your retirement account. There's different levels to that, and all your employers are different. But you can do one thing that's called a hardship withdrawal, where you can actually take money from your retirement account as your down payment and utilize that and not have a possibly not have a penalty on that.
Oh, that's a great way to get into a home and not worry about the tax ramifications that
Correct.
any of those withdrawals
Well,
have.
they'll hold out the 10%, they'll hold out
Okay.
their amount. But what I'm talking about is a penalty to take it too young, right?
Sure.
And so the penalty can be averted if it's a primary residence and you're taking it to buy your first home.
In our area, we have a number of down payment assistance
Yes.
programs. Nevada Rural Housing is such a common one that people use, isn't it?
Right. And we're doing one right now where they're coming in with very little out of pocket because they utilize the grant for their down payment, and their seller paid their closing costs, so they are literally coming out of pocket with less than $100.
When somebody uses one of these programs, does that automatically mean that they're going to be paying higher interest rates?
Well, this particular one, no. It was
Okay.
a lower than market rate, right? And this program from Nevada Rural Housing is run out of its money. But I know Nevada Rural Housing is working hard for our Nevada families to,
Sure.
get more money in there to be more aggressive with helping more families get into homes. But
Okay.
grants are a great thing. There's some terms to it, 5-year little gap where if they sell or refi, they've got to pay it back. But we know from real estate, it's the journey that gets us the equity that can pay that back.
And we have to remind vets, if you have an honorable discharge, a VA loan is generally a zero down.
Zero
payment.
down, even if you've lost a home in the past. So the veterans out there that may have lost a home, there's bonus entitlement that they may be eligible for.
Okay.
So yeah, there's lots of creative ways to get your foot in the door.
Kim, how they get in touch with you?
775-830-0955.
It's Kim Petrie with Planet Home Lending. It's a reminder that we try to bring you all the time. Do not worry about those big down payments. It's about getting into the right program.
Correct.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to remind you that Scott Roofing has been roofing homes in our area for more than 75 years. Here they are on The House Detective.
Seasons in northern Nevada can range from the harshest of summers to the most dramatic of winters. Hi, I'm Justin with Scott Roofing. Our family-owned business has been servicing roofing needs in northern Nevada for over 75 years. We work with companies like GAF and Malarkey to bring your home a fresh look that will stand up to all the seasons. We're Scott Roofing, roofing homes and commercial businesses for over 75 years.
Ryder Homes has been designing and building award-winning communities for over 60 years now. And we're just getting started. Now building in Sparks, Carson City, State Line, and coming soon to downtown Reno, Nevada. Learn more at ryderhomes.com/Nevada.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Better Homes and Gardens, Draculich Realty.
Each week we can count on Better Homes and Gardens Draculich Realty to bring us beautiful listings. This week they've stepped it up another level. We've brought back in Janelle from Better Homes and Gardens Draculich Realty. We've got 5 pretty amazing pieces of property.
We sure do.
Let's get into it. Let's see number 1.
All right, we're going to bring you to the elegant Southwest Reno neighborhood of Ranchera for home number 1. This semi-custom home will wow you from the second you step inside. Once inside this 5-bedroom, 5.5-bath home, you'll notice the towering ceilings met with the 2-story tall windows and floor-to-ceiling tile framing fireplace.
The open living space has glass trim and the designer kitchen finished with quartzite counters and an extra large island. The primary suite on the main level feels like a private spa, while the bonus room upstairs finishes this 4,100 square foot home. The asking price is $1,699,000 and you're close to the club. To find out more about living in Ranchera, you can contact Brian Draculich. You can reach Brian at Better Homes and Gardens Realty for more information about home number 1.
Let's show you an impressive custom home in Saddlehorn. When you step into home number 2, you'll love the open living space, but it's the custom touches you'll have to see. This stately residence is designed with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a den or office, and a 4-car garage. Part of the list of special features includes bamboo and travertine floors, 22-foot ceiling. The kitchen was finished with hickory cabinets, granite, serving bar, and a nook. Other spaces include a sitting area with spa bath in the primary suite. The impressive yard has rolling lawns and mountain views. At just over 4,000 square feet, this home is priced at $1,799,900. If you're interested in this Saddlehorn home, call Rob Simpson. You can reach Rob at Better Homes and Gardens, Draculich Realty, with more information about home number 2.
It's only your imagination that will limit what you can do when you create a home that we are calling home number 3. This is one of the last view lots at Arrow Creek. Design your home to incorporate views of the course, mountains, and the valley when you build on this 1.6 acre spot. Located at the northwest edge of Arrow Creek, isn't far from the park, all while enjoying the neighborhood filled with exceptional custom homes in this gated neighborhood. Take advantage of all the amenities that Arrow Creek has to offer, from the miles of trails, resident center, to the 36 holes of private golf. This spot has the asking price of $549,000. For more about building in Arrow Creek, contact Denise Hollerbach. Denise is at Better Homes and Gardens, Draculich Realty, and has more information about what we are calling home number 3.
Let's bring you to the tall pines of Franktown Road for home number 4. Here you have a masterpiece of stunning architecture and privacy. This sprawling estate sits on 5 acres just above the valley floor. The moment you step inside this impressive custom creation, you'll notice details like hickory floors with quartzite inlays, beechwood ceilings, and alder cabinetry. You'll find a kitchen with timeless elegance and creative living spaces with natural light from picture windows. The outdoor living space is immersive with a fire pit, outdoor kitchen. The 7,350 square foot home has the asking price of $4,950,000, and there's a separate guest house on this gated estate. If you're interested in this Washoe Valley masterpiece, contact Brian Draculich. You can call Brian at Better Homes and Gardens, Draculich Realty, for more about home number 4.
Enjoy the sunrise from the backyard or entertain the detached bonus room. This life in home number 5, just off Mount Rose Highway. To add to the setting and space, this 5-bedroom, 5-bath home has an elegance about it that you'll notice the moment you step inside. You'll notice pillars and archways in the formal living areas of the single-level home, while the kitchen has elevated feel with glass panel cabinets. The living room has floor-to-ceiling windows and a fireplace with custom finish. The separated primary suite is a true retreat, but it's flexibility of the bonus space that sets this almost 3,700 square foot home apart. The asking price is $1,950,000. To find out more about this south suburban home, call Johanna Somerset. Call Johanna at Better Homes and Gardens, Draculich Realty, with more information about home number 5.
As promised, 5 amazing pieces of property from all over northern Nevada, giving you an idea of what elevated homes are in this area. Janelle, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, now we're going to remind you that they're finishing up the moving sale here at Norwalk Furniture Gallery, but there's still lots to choose from. Step in, say hello to Michelle, let her know you saw her on The House Detective.
We're more than just a furniture store. We can help transform your home or your room. Hi, I'm Michelle, owner of Norwalk Furniture Gallery and Accent Window Coverings. We offer competitively priced flooring, area rugs, furniture, art, unique accessories, and window coverings. Best of all, we can help pull it all together with our free in-home interior design services. We are located on South Virginia in the Winters Crossing Shopping Center. Come visit Norwalk Furniture Gallery today and let us help you create the perfect space.
They take care of the job at your house in a very succinct amount of time. They have it down to a fine science of what it takes to get done in a certain amount of time, so they don't waste your time or your money.
One of the very, very few companies that use non-toxic biodegradable products.
Because they are trustworthy. Exquisite home cleaning is a White Lotus. it's not just the attention to detail, but it's the unexpected.
You know, we introduced you to our next guest in 2009. That's hard to believe, 15 years, and we don't know a lot about him other than he's local. But what does that mean? We bring back in Kurt Franke from the offices of Kurt A. Franke. Now, we know you're local. You graduate from Worcester High School.
Yeah.
But went away to law, or before you went to law school, you went away to where?
I went to the East Coast for undergrad,
Okay.
and actually because I had played football for the great Joe Max Sellers, I was able to walk on a team on the East Coast and play some football there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So played some, and then you went to law school where?
McGeorge School of Law. Which,
Okay, so you sort of came home because McGeorge is really the closest law school to Reno.
Yeah, there
over
was
in
no law
Sacramento.
school at the time.
There's Reno Law School, but it
there was
wasn't
no
really
Nevada Law School accredited, so
Sure.
most Nevada attorneys went at that time to McGeorge School of Law in Sacramento.
Okay, so you come out of McGeorge and you come back to Reno to study law?
No, I did well in law school, so I got some awards and all that stuff, and so I went to a big firm in LA, Los Angeles. Yeah.
Okay, so how long were you in LA?
I was in LA about 5 years at the big firm and kind of realized I missed Reno a lot. It beat LA by a long shot for me.
But you took a break from law for a little while there. What'd you do?
Well, I was writing, getting some small things published, and decided to take a little time off, and so I went to the Bering Sea in Dutch Harbor and crab fished for 3 seasons.
Okay, so you could have been part of Deadliest Catch the early years.
Exactly.
Literally,
exactly.
that's what you did. And is it as dangerous as we think it is on TV?
It's exactly what it looks like on TV.
It is legit.
It is, yeah. So I did 3 seasons there.
And you came back with all of your fingers and all of your toes?
All of my fingers, toes, and barely on a couple occasions. But then I came back to Reno and decided this was my home, and I loved it, and hung a shingle, and I've been here ever since.
When you came back to Reno, were you going to always have your own firm, or did you start in somebody else's firm?
I was always going to have my own firm.
Why
I kind of
is that?
learned the big firm lesson from LA, and decided this is a great license to have. You can hang it and start a business, and as long as you can get clients, you start a business.
And that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Having clients and understanding your clients when you're done with a case, and making sure that they're willing to come back to you or suggest you to somebody else.
I think if they see how much you care, I think they come back to you, and I care a lot.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just like any business. If you're going to represent somebody in a court of law, you better do it as hard as you can. Otherwise, they're not going to come back.
You have to believe in them, and they have to believe in you.
If they want to set up an appointment, even through the holiday seasons, how they get in touch with you?
Well, you can call my office at 775-827-6100. Speak with Linda, Camille, or Dana. They'd be happy to set up an appointment, or go to my website. That's LOCAF, LOKAF.com.
Law offices of Kurt A. Franke. We're so proud to have him here on the show. Kurt, that's great stuff.
Thank you.
Didn't know all that. Crab fisherman, Kurt Franke. All right. Now we're going to bring you from one showroom to another. Let's bring you out to Campbell's Carpets here on The House Detective.
For more than 30 years and 3 generations, Campbell's Carpets has been freshening up homes in northern Nevada. Step into their showroom to find an extensive selection that's sure to fit your budget. They feature name brands like Shaw and Mohawk. Your home will never look so good. Looking for hardwood? Campbell's can help there too. They have a large selection of hardwood, and they do all their own installation. It's family run and locally owned. Campbell's Carpets.
Change happens in our community and with your family, and so do your insurance needs. I'm Nicole Williams, your local State Farm agent. My team and I are here 5 days a week to help with your changing insurance needs. We're committed to personal service, so when you call, stop by, or set up a virtual appointment, we can create a plan that's right for you. Call to make an appointment or stop by our convenient Midtown office to see if we can save you some money on your auto, home, or life insurance needs.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Dixon Realty.
Our third company, Dixon Realty, this week on the show has some more amazing listings, and we're going to get right into it. We've brought back in Brittany from the Dondees Group at Dixon Realty. All right, you ready? It's A pretty cool start to things, isn't it?
It is a very great one. How about a tree-lined street in a quiet neighborhood in the heart of Old Southwest Reno? The location of home number 1 is just the start of this French Tudor-inspired home. Elements like brick, hardwood, and iron fill this 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. Start with an impressive living room with stone fireplace and cozy library. The expansive kitchen was finished with high-end appliances, butcher block island, and separate prep area with more storage and dual ovens. The home office has a rich feel, while the primary suite was trimmed in brick with a fireplace. This almost 5,700 square foot home has a great setting with mature trees, a private outdoor patio, and a list of features we don't have time to cover. The asking price is $3,689,000. For more about this Old Southwest home, call Dawn Dees. You can call Dawn at Dixon Realty for more about home number 1.
It's set in the shade of cottonwoods in a quiet country neighborhood. Home number 2 feels like you're miles from anything, but really, you're just minutes from everything. Located just off Old 395, south of town, it's set on nearly a full acre that's zoned for horses with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. The refreshed great room has a gas log burning fireplace, but it's the setting outside you'll love. From the quiet tree-framed yard with plenty of room for your big toys and your zone for horses, like we said, and there's a well on the property. This over 1,900 square foot home has the asking price of $875,000, and there's a 4 acre-feet of water rights with this property. For more about this Pleasant Valley home, call Chris Barnes. Chris is with Dixon Realty and has more information about home number 2.
We've got an amazing opportunity if you're looking for a private estate on 40 acres. Home number 3 is a beautiful home that is designed to be off the grid. Located just off the Pyramid Highway and set on over 41 picturesque acres that back up to BLM land, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath custom home that stretches to over 3,200 square feet. Built to enjoy the views in all directions from the wraparound porch, it's designed to be off the grid with an expansive solar and backup battery system already installed. You'll also have a water tank system that features a constant pressure system. This private space with modern comforts while enjoying nature has the asking price of $1,200,000, and you're just minutes from fishing at Pyramid Lake. For more information about this impressive rural estate, call Tess Best. You can reach Tess at Dixon Realty for more about home number 3.
Along with wonderful Southwest Reno location, home number 4 is a fully updated home. Let's give you an idea of some of those updates. The single-level home has 4 bedrooms with 2.5 bathrooms, and they've all been updated. You'll also find new paint, floors, and there's a new furnace with AC unit. The highlight of the living room is the wet bar and fireplace, and the kitchen has now added new cabinetry and new stainless appliances. This over 2,300 square foot home has mature landscaping and a private backyard that you would expect from this Southwest Reno neighborhood. It's priced at $790,000. For more information about this Southwest Reno home, call Chris Galley. You can reach Chris at Dixon Realty for more about home number 4.
Take the charm of Old Southwest Reno, now add elevated updates, and you bring this mid-century Spanish revival to the next level. That's home number 5. Start in this 5-bedroom, 3-bath home on the covered porch or the open living room with refinished cherry wood floors, textured walls, and certified wood stove with custom tile surround. The kitchen has brick trim, professional appliances with custom cabinetry. There are different living spaces, including the living room with wood trim or the covered porch with outdoor kitchen. The asking price of this almost 3,600 square foot home is $1,750,000, and there's a detached garage and room to park an RV. For more about this Southwest Reno home, call Diane McDonald. Call Diane at Dixon Realty for more information about home number 5.
We want to thank you for joining us a little bit late here on a Saturday evening. We'll be back to our normal afternoon spot next Saturday at 5:30. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Take care.